Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Side Outdoors. We've got some exciting things happening this year on our homestead, and we are branching into some new areas that we haven't really dealt with. One of those today we'll be unpackaging here together. So first of all, we have decided to be vermies. So in other words, vermiculture. Sustainable living where we can grow earthworms, and from that we get the castings and we can make spread that on our gardens and our plants, as well as make what's called worm casting tea. And so that's just castings mixed with water and then poured as natural fertilizer over our vegetable garden and plants and everything. So first thing we have done is we have and I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce this, but coconut core peat brick. So you take these bricks, and that is the base here for the worms to live in. And this brick actually weighs quite a bit. It's a 1.5 pound brick, and you soak this, and it's going to soak up probably 3 large bowls of water. And then you break it all up, and you've got this nice dirt mixture here. And then you've got to add water to it. And so what I've done here is I've taken 2 totes that I got at Home Depot, and I drilled holes all the way around the side of this and in the bottom, just so they can get air, and so that if there's extra moisture, and of course worms, as they eat, they also pee. So we have the pee that runs through the water, the moisture that runs through the dirt and comes out the bottom through the holes I got drilled in. And then we have another tote here, the exact tote, exact same size tote. The top one is sitting in, so it'll all drain through there, and that's another mixture of fertilizer that you can add to your plants. So I have soaked my brick, and then underneath this I have a layer of cardboard, and then I've drilled holes in it, like I said, and then I added water to it all, and it was too wet, so then I came back and added shredded newspaper. And so you want the mixture, from everything I've seen and read, you want your mixture here to be just wet enough that when I squeeze it, a little bit of water will dump out. So that's probably still a little bit too wet, but you can always add in more shredded paper. So that's what I did, was added shredded paper because my moisture was way too wet. And so that soaked up a lot of it. And the worms will come along, and they're just gonna eat all this shredded paper, even the bottom layer here, which is the cardboard. They'll be eating on that as well. So we have just received our FedEx package, which, as you can tell, FedEx did not treat it very well. So shame on FedEx, but we just received our package of worms. We ordered our worms a few days ago, and we ordered 500 of them. And from the best I can tell, if your worms are thriving, you can double the size in just a short amount of time. In fact, I think it was the University of Missouri or somewhere that said that worms, you can have 8 worms that will multiply in 6 months up to 1,500 worms. So just 8 worms turns into 1,500. So you can see your vermiculture beds can multiply very rapidly, which is going to produce a lot more castings and tea and everything. So once I figure out how to get into this box, this is all kind of exciting. Hope they're still alive. It actually was a very cold day. We had snow here in Oklahoma that came through last night. Luckily here we didn't get any snow, but we did get a lot of rain. And the temperature dropped a lot. So here we are with their nicely wrapped worms. Kind of a cute little bag here. And we'll show you where we got them here in a minute. All right. You see here, it's from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm. There's the phone number and the address to order your own starter kit We're gonna dump this out here and kind of take a look and see what kind of shape they look like they're in. Hey, they're moving around quite a bit. Doesn't look like 500, but they are tiny. But you can see they're clumped up too as well. Lots of little ones. There's a big clump of them right there. So, everything I saw said, get them mixed in here, kind of spread them out a little bit, let them kind of settle in. We're going to feed them a little bit, but we don't want to give them too much food because right now they're still kind of bordering on travel. Let's see what else we got in here. Worm advisory. We guarantee delivery. And then there's some instructions. Probably should have read this beforehand, but I've been watching a lot on YouTube. And so we have a little bit of veggies or a little bit of fruit here. We're going to put in here to get them started. Some kiwi skins. But you can just take all your vegetable and fruit debris that you would normally just throw in the landfill, and we're going to be adding it to this. And to be honest with you, we have tried a lot of different composting methods, and as a family, it's hard to produce enough compost to actually turn it into compost. Green matter from your table scraps and things like that, it's hard to produce enough to actually get anything. And then you have to keep turning it, aerating it, and then hopefully eventually it'll turn into actual compost. And that's just, you got to produce a lot. So this method should speed this up much quicker and we don't have to do near as much work. So we'll put in our banana skins. Ooh, there's a sticker on that one. Let's get that off there. And my understanding too, especially as you're getting going, it's easier to give them vegetables that are ground up as much as possible. It'll just speed the whole process up and make this a much easier transition for the worms to be able to turn it from a whole item to a actual worm casting compost. Now I've got some coffee grounds here, which we produce a lot of that because we like our espresso. And that's pretty much it. We'll put some paper that they shipped with it. We're just going to put that over the top of it. Worms do not like light. So cardboard does two things. One, provides them with darkness, as well as provides them something to eat. And when the worms see light, they dive down, they go deeper, which helps you whenever you're trying to sort them. But when when you take this off there, all the worms are going to be up at the surface. So we'll show you that next time. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for the next part of our homestead adventures. Thanks a lot.